guys, today's been April Fool's Day, which means it's all full of laughs and jokes, which is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. Now, Motor Social UK on Facebook, I'll put a link in the description, were at some point, I don't know if they still are. If they are, then great. If they're not, then oh well, I'm a bit late. But they were running a little competition on the funniest story. So I've got a story I'd like to share with you all from my past in Birmingham. Nothing really funny has ever happened to me in Leicester. Now, I think it was summertime. I must have been about 21, 22 years old. So I was quite young. And I was sat in my front room with my best mate Mark. Just bored. You know, nothing to do. We were just bored. And we were listening to Kerrang radio. Because at the time, Kerrang broadcast, their broadcast house was in Birmingham, and they were just doing some, we just thought, fuck it, we'll just watch it, listen to it even. And they used to do phone-ins and the odd competition here and there. And on this particular day, we were listening. They advertised a free gig at what was then called the Birmingham Academy, which we used to frequent a lot back then. It's called something like the Ballroom or something stupid now. It's ridiculous. But anyway, they were advertising a free gig. They were like, for the first 100 people to phone, no, was it 100? Or first 200 people to phone up gets a free ticket for themselves and a friend. And we thought, shan't we? Who is it? And it was a band called Breed 77. Now, if you haven't heard of them, that wouldn't surprise me. They didn't exactly get stupidly famous, but this was actually just before they actually, or as they got signed by a record label itself. So they were very new on the scene at the time. We'd only heard a couple of songs by them, and you know, we didn't dislike them, but we thought, well, we've got nothing else to do, let's give it a go. So we rang them up, got a couple of free tickets, put on the guest list for Mark and Matt, and that was great. Now the gig kicked off at, I think it was about 8 or 8:30. So we started getting ourselves ready. I think it was probably about 6:30 or something. 6:30, 7:30, 6:30, 7, something like that. And the phone rings at 7 o'clock. We pick it up. Hello. And they're like, oh, we're wondering if you wanted to take any more people with you to the gig tonight. And we were like, can do. How many are you thinking? We were like, how about you plus 7? Okay. Alright, we'll put your names down on the guest list. Matt and Mark plus 7. So immediately we got our phones out, we started phoning all of our mates. Now unfortunately, because it was midweek, there wasn't really that much, wasn't that many people that were interested because of work and all this kind of shite. So basically, we managed to, I think it was us and about 3 or 4 others, we managed to get going. Because on such short notice as well, which was the one other problem we had. But we ended up getting a couple of people together and we all went down there. And there was 2 support bands before Breed 77 came on to do what they were doing. Now the first support band you know, we got there as they were all starting. We went for a drink. Went and got our drinks and whatnot. And whilst the first support band was on, and to be fair, they weren't great. You know, you could tell why they were a support band. They weren't great. So we were there just being merry, happy, drinking, whatnot, having a laugh, joke. Then the second support band came on. Now these guys were actually pretty good. I can't remember for the life of me what their name was, but they were a local unsigned band at the time. I don't know if they actually ever made it, but they were actually half decent. You know, I quite enjoyed it. And their lead singer was very, very vibrant. He was very trying to work the crowd up, which seemed to be working. I mean, everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves and getting a bit worked up for him. And then towards the end of their set, there was a break between songs. Now during this break, the lead singer was like, "Right, everyone, who wants to win a signed CD?" And you know, anyone says free signed CD, it has everyone's attention instantly. So as you can imagine, everyone's looking and intrigued by this one. He goes, "Right, out of all you fuckers out there, whoever shows us the craziest thing will get this free signed CD." Okay. And then you'll hear the general like, "I'll get me tits out, ooh, I'll take me knickers off," and, you know, all the usual shit that you get at these kind of concerts. And you just went through on a red light, mister. I kind of turned to Mark and I went, "Mark, we've got to, because he knew exactly what I was talking about. We've got to." And he was like, "No, no, no." But before he had a chance to say anything at all, I just turned around and went, "I'll kick my mate in the bollocks." To which everyone heard, and everyone was quite surprised at hearing, and they thought, yep, that's the one. So without anything, you know, any time had passed, there was already a circle around me and Mark. The band were well up for seeing this. Everybody else was clearly well up for seeing this. And the circle got quite large. Mark tried to get out, but he was just like, "Oh, fucking hell." And then he just braced himself and he was like, "Alright, just do it." So I took a run up. I kicked him square in the bollocks to the point where he actually lifted up off the floor. It was, I hit him hard. There was no holding back. I think it was just the pressure and all the people watching me. Because normally, if a bloke kicks another bloke in the bollocks, at the last split second at the end, they will pull out because they know how painful it is. They know how much pain they're about to put the other guy through. Now, I didn't. And I think it was purely because of all the people that were watching. I didn't pull back. I full on booted him right in the nuts. And as you can imagine, everyone fell about in hysterics. I was walking around like I was king of the world. "Yeah, look what I just did." My mate Mark pretty much curled up in a ball, almost crying. And you know, that was that. We won the competition. I wouldn't mind, but that's not even the funniest part. As soon as they said, "Right, come over to the side of the stage, we'll get you your signed CD." Like, yeah, awesome, we've won the signed CD. Brilliant. So we both walk over there. What we didn't expect was the fact that it wasn't a signed Breed 77 CD, it was a signed CD from the Unsigned Support Act. Had we known that before and not just assumed, we wouldn't have done it. So yeah, there's my funny story. Don't assume things, my friends, because you'll end up doing things you didn't really plan on doing and then regretting it instantly afterwards. Right, so that's all I've got for you for today. I'll see you next time. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, and if you could, just share the video out as well. Any of my videos, give them a share. Let's try and get some more subscribers. That would be awesome. Alright then guys, so I am in the wrong lane, if you'll let me across. And I'll see you later. Bye. I'd love to go past there with a... It's a pure gym. You're looking at people exercising. I'd love to walk past with a big massive kebab in my hands whilst they're all exercising, looking at you walking past with the kebab. Oh, that would be hilarious. Actually, now come to think of it, I don't know how his balls even worked after that. He has a child, my godson.